Today we'll be making suppositories in lab. Your suppositories are either going to be made out of polyethylene glycol or cocoa butter. You will be making both, by the way. First thing, measure out the appropriate amount of cocoa butter and make sure you triturate it into a very small, fine particle size. Take that cocoa butter and you're going to add it into a crucible. Now, the water underneath the crucible for the cocoa butter must be maintained at a temperature of 42 degrees. If it gets higher, make sure you dump a little water out and add cooler water. You don't want to heat your cocoa butter too fast. It needs to be heated very slowly so it maintains a milky, opaque color. Your PEG, you're going to add your PEG 400 first into its crucible. Then you're going to add PEG 8000. If you notice, the temperature of the water underneath the beaker is kept at 60 degrees. In both the cocoa butter and both the PEG suppositories, it is essential you keep the temperature at 42 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. Then you can stir. This is stirring your PEG a little bit here, and when it's completed, you're going to find your PEG is clear. Remember, cocoa butter is opaque, egg white. The PEG is clear. Now, as you're doing this, you're also going to prepare for the next step. Take your metal mold and take cooking spray and spray a little bit on top of your metal mold. This way you're going to be able to pop your cold suppositories out of its mold. Then, take your cocoa butter that's melted or your PEG, pour it into your glass mortar. You're going to add your active ingredient here, and you're going to add it in 3 portions, adding it slowly while mixing it. Once it's completely mixed, take your cocoa butter or your PEG and start pouring it into the closed metal mold. You want it to overflow a little bit because then you're going to take a spatula and scrape the top off. Then stick the metal mold into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes for the cocoa butter, 20 minutes for the PEG. Afterwards, open up your metal mold and you're able to pop out your suppositories easily, as you see in the video. Once these are popped out, you're then going to wrap them in the foil. Be sure to wrap them very tightly and neatly so that the actual suppository shows pharmaceutical elegance.